Hello, thank you so much for purchasing with Medium Emary. Today we're going to give you a year ahead tarot card reading. Your name and info will be confidential. I will only focus on what I see coming for you through the card. So, hi, I hope everything is well. And so I'm gonna sage your cards first and clear out the energy and do a quick little prayer to tune into your energy and keep away anything negative out of the reading. So I will pull out at least 7 cards. If I feel drawn to pulling out more, I will do so. I will also pull out a couple cards from the Angel Tarot, which I love working with angels. And your cards will be more of clarity and guidance, and it will be focused on like what you need to work on and what to expect in the new year of 2018. So I'm gonna start saging now, hun. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth that is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. I ask spirit guides and angels of the person I'm focused on to reveal to her now what she needs to know in this present time. I ask spirit guides of mine to help me interpret the information to her in the best of my abilities, and that the information that comes through may come through as accurate, specific, and detailed as possible. Thank you. Alright, so let's start shuffling. I am now tuning into your name in my head. Anything left behind from the last reading may be cleared out, as I am now starting a new session. Thank you. You have a lot of positive, very positive cards, which is awesome. I'm just going to pull out a couple more here just for a little bit more detail. Alright, hun. Sorry, I had to drink some water before I started. So, alright, so as I tune into your cards, I very much feel a lot of positive energy coming for you this new year of 2018. I see a lot of embracing career, focusing on new discoveries, focusing on the concept of just making things happen, career-wise, job-wise. I see a lot of victories happening this new year and a lot of celebrations, so that's a really good thing. So that means probably things that you're looking forward to, things that you're trying to make happen will happen this new year. As I see a celebration card here and a victory card here. So it's a kind of thing where your guides are saying, I'm giving you a green light. Go, don't like go on yellow and don't go on red. But they're saying go, green light. on this. This is a victory situation, and this is something that will bring a form of celebration in the new year as well. I am seeing there's going to be a lot of hard work taking place with this, a lot of strength. You have a lot of major arcana cards here, which means like they're very powerful cards. It means there's a lot of strength in you and a lot of powerful things happening to you this new year. So you have the strength to get through this hard work and building, which is a good thing. You guys are just kind of saying for the new year, stay goal orientated. Don't let certain things stop you. Don't let certain things change your mind. Um, Stay goal orientated. Make goals. Make how many goals as you want. Your guys are saying don't hold yourself back from making certain goals certain ways, or thinking this won't happen, maybe this is impossible, or this is possible. They're saying don't change things just because of fear. You know, they're saying make those goals, make them even more detailed and specific, okay? And stay goal orientated. A little advice for you for the new year is try not to juggle so many things at the same time, okay? Because I get this sense of balancing two things. You know, you got to find that balance where you're not doing so many things at the same time where it can get overwhelming and then it's hard to deal with everything. So it's a sense of trying to do one thing at a time. Maybe you could do two things at the same time, but the best thing would be to focus on one thing at a time, moment to moment, day by day, when it comes down to your career and when it comes down to making things happen. Okay. I am sensing that sense of like either you just don't want to waste time or you just want to make things happen and you don't want to feel like bored or like lost or whatever. Because I'm sensing that card of like you don't want to waste time, you want to make things happen, and you're scared of getting into that place of laziness or getting into that place of not doing it and just procrastinating, which I completely understand because I have those moments where I get scared if I like don't make if I don't do the things at the moment or I don't start, nothing's gonna happen. It's like starting something and then never finishing it. So your guides are saying that yes, it's good to be like that, but just don't overwhelm yourself so much. You know, just go at your own pace. Don't overwhelm yourself to the point where you're doing a bunch of things at the same time. Just one thing at a time, day by day. In the new year as well, I see a lot of connections. In your job, or career wise. I see you connecting, so networking a lot, meeting new people, making new friendships, and just meeting a lot of people. So I see a lot of connections, meeting a lot of people, making um, uh, networking. So that's a great thing, especially for work wise and for career. Okay. Um, I also see here you got the hermit. So the hermit for me represents the concept of solitude, you know, reevaluating things, going over things when needed, you know. So it's like your guides are saying when you feel like something's not really working out or when you feel like something's not making sense, instead of just, you know, rushing into it or trying to make something happen, just really sit back and be like, okay, why is this happening right now? Let me think about it. So there's definitely this sense of rethink whatever you need to rethink and reevaluate whatever you need to reevaluate right now so you have an idea what you want to make happen in this new year of 2018. So always really think on things before making certain decisions in this career. Reevaluate things whenever like you feel like something's not working out. Like they want you to use that quality, especially with trying to make what you're trying to make happen. Okay, so there's that sense of just going over things. Try rethink. I don't know if you're doing that now, but that would be good too. They're just saying just really before you go after what you want, really know what you want and how you're going to make it happen, what you're going to do. If that doesn't work, what's your backup? Who are you going to go to? When are you going to go to them? You know, make goals again. Like you could write all this down on paper and just have it somewhere or have it on your wall and look at it every day. It's all about planning. It's all about um, uh, you know, having that preparation in your head and envisioning it. Okay, that's something Abraham Hicks says a lot. She's a spiritual teacher, where she talks about like the flow won't flow unless you envision it. If you think of things or focus on things that will stop you from it, there will be no flow. So it's the concept of letting it flow. You need to let things flow. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out a couple more cards here. I love it. You have very, very positive cards. So definitely this new year, celebration and victory on this. And like, doesn't mean like it's all gonna happen like at the moment. It just means those baby steps and little steps. It's gonna be a victory. So it's all gonna work out like little by little. It's gonna work out, and you're gonna get to your destination. Oh, and I see this card, which is so beautiful. I love this card. Like when I look at it, it makes me feel so happy. The star card, which represents like just stay hopeful and have faith with all this, with this dream, or with all of this. I am feeling like the star card as well for me means what you're gonna do will result in a public recognition too. So I won't mean like I don't feel like you'll be famous, but it will be like something you could do internationally, or something that has to do as well like just you'll be in the public recognition at some point. So keep that in mind. But it's a very hopeful card. It's a card of like look towards the light as the light is shining on you, and things are possible when you hold on to hope and faith. Okay, so I'm going to pull out a couple of cards here. Oh, I love that card. I guess they're talking about love here, so I don't know if this is love. They're talking about love here. All right, so they want to talk about love. So I don't know if, so for me, it just represents and when it comes down to love, something happened where there's a lot of defeat, a lot of disappointment, a lot of betrayal. But when this card comes up, means there's probably a breakup, or a breakup is going to happen, or there's something where it's on and off a lot. It's really on and off. Okay. Your guides and your angels are saying they know what you want when it comes down to a relationship. They know um, what your desire is, you know? It just seems to me that relationship itself, if you are with the person, I am letting you know ahead of time that there will be a breakup or things won't be working out. There's just something where it's going to be on and off, and there's not going to be this balance with it. So if you're already broken up, then that makes sense. If not, it's just saying there's an imbalance from it that it'll probably be on and off. But it's saying that that whole thing that you've gone through, or you're going through, or you will go through, is all part of a healing process, and it must be done so you could be happy and you could be your true self. I just love this. It's like a story. This doesn't always happen with every client. It sometimes happens with certain people, but it's awesome because your cards are not very blocked. You don't have a lot of blocked energy in your cards. So that means you don't have a lot of things you have to work on. It all focuses on more like faith and hope. With other people, there's some clients where I read them and it's just a lot of blocked energy, you know, a lot of negative energy. But you are a very strong person, very hopeful person, and you're a leader, and you have this strong essence, strong qualities out of you. So you're that Queen of Wands, which I love. um, Queen of Wands just represents a strong kind of female that wants to just branch out and be herself and her true self no matter what. And I feel like either this relationship wasn't letting you be who you really were, or you really are, as like maybe you lost, you know, you were losing yourself emotionally, and maybe it was draining you too much. But I do see a breakup if it hasn't happened, and I see possibly like it was kind of a relationship where it was on and off a lot, or it is on and off. But it's saying you're gonna feel better from this breakup, and you will, if it hasn't happened or it's in the process, and it's going to heal you. Like you got to go through a healing process. This will be a healing experience for you, as it's going to lead you to your true happiness. It's going to lead you to what you want now. Okay? So keep that in mind, as I love how it came out like a story here. So I'm gonna pull out a couple of cards for you here from the Angel Tarot, and then I will end your reading, hun. Basically, what you were looking for is not there, and now, since that happened or will happen, what you want now is gonna happen. Like, you're gonna be much emotionally happier. I love this. So here we go. So basically, you got the Hermit card here, which is interesting. But the fact, because this is a different tarot card deck, and I just like mixing them up, and sometimes the same card comes out because obviously I'm tuning into your energy. So you got the Renewal card. It says Archangel Jeremiah. It says review and evaluate a favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. So there's definitely that sense of reevaluating, rethinking on the whole career thing, like just certain things, certain like moves you're gonna make, or like in your relationship, it can refer to that as well. But it's or the love life, but it is that sense of like, you know, all this reviewing is gonna allow you now to head in a better and newer direction that's very positive for the new year. I also see here, so it's like all like a renew, like freshness, like rebirth. I see the Ten of Air, which says the end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change and expect things to get better recovering from an addiction. All right, so this is focused on the concept of something ending, so it could be the breakup, right? There's a breakup, or, and then it's just saying that breakup or whatever issue was occurring, if it's not the breakup, it's just something that they're saying something ended, that you are now going to go through a change where it's for the better, and it's all due to you recovering now, which is interesting because you got the healing card saying now you're going to heal from this. You're going to allow yourself to recover from an addiction. So either that relationship was an addiction where it's like it was on and off, and it was like, you know, dealing with negative toxic behavior from yourself and from them, you know what I mean, like repetitive behavior, that it's time to now recover from it and heal from it, and you're going to feel better, you're going to feel happier. It's kind of going to be a relief towards the end, towards the future. I also see here Ten of Fire, which represents passion, and it represents the concept of career. It says too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance, stress-related health concerns. So again, this card comes through to let you know, don't juggle so many things at the same time. That card where I said, you know, it's okay to make things happen, but then like you have to recharge your batteries. You can't overdo yourself, you know. That's why maybe the Hermit came out saying kind of take it easy. If you need help from others, find help. Like if you need to work or collaborate with people, or need to reach out to certain people to find out better ways to make certain things happen, do so. As it's better to need help than like struggle and go through a lot of stress. This card could focus on like just take care of yourself health-wise too, if you've been feeling bad or anything like that. It's more of just being able to cleanse yourself from time to time so that you have the energy to get through it later. So I'm gonna leave you with that, hun. I'm sorry I got like dark because it's getting dark outside. I very much hope you enjoyed this reading, and it was a pleasure, as I feel like a lot of things have happened to you this past year of 2017, but it's going to be a good year now because you're going to be going through a lot of change and adapting, but it's a good adapting, and all is hopeful. All is hopeful as I see these celebrations and victories coming through this uh, embracing, and with this concept of going towards what you want to happen, as you got this card, which so um, it's wonderful. So I very much hope you enjoyed this reading, and Happy New Year to you, hun, and many blessings. I'm here if you ever need me, as the offer is now over and I just have my regular services, and I hope to speak to you again in the near future. Bye now, hun.